So now let's say, we want to animate our assembly. We can actually go into our animation workspace. All right, and just like animating a model, animating assembly is very similar, but today I want to show you, how to explode your assembly. You might have seen something like this in animation, where you have multiple different components for something like an electric, razor or something, and they all explode out at once. You can actually do that in Fusion 360. So what you would do is you would go ahead and highlight all of your components, just like this, and then go into transform, and then you would click auto explode on one level or all levels. It doesn't really matter for our model here because our assembly is just 2 components, but if you have multiple components, you would definitely want to do on all levels because then you have like several interlocking parts, but let's just do one level. And then right here, as you can see, an explosion scale appears that can specify, how far we want our component to explode. So I don't want it to go too far. I'm going to click OK. All right, now let's actually capture that. So I'm going to, in my timeline, I'm going to go in 1 second my duration. Then I'm going to go ahead and click auto explode, and notice how it said no components because we didn't actually select our components. So you want to make sure you always select your components as you are exploding them. So selected them, set my explosion scale, click OK. Now it captured it. Looks good to me, and great. You can also individually, animate your different components. So let's say, I want to animate just this, actually just this glass box down here. Then I would go ahead and right-click on the box, and I'll click Transform Components. And let's say I want to rotate it along this axis here. Then I can actually do that and click OK. All right, and let's say I want to overlap the motions a little bit. Okay, I like the way that looks. Let's say I'm just gonna, lengthen it just a little bit and then overlap them a little bit more. Go back to the beginning. Okay, that looks pretty okay to me. So those are the basics of animating in assembly.